Tennessee's a great place if you enjoy water. There are countless lakes and 5 major rivers here. One of those rivers is an historic waterway, often taken for granted by people who live around it. But as Ken Wilshire discovered, once they get on it, they never forget the experience.
The Cumberland River winds its way for hundreds of miles in eastern and middle Tennessee. It's been a major source for water transportation and recreation for the Mid-South. But besides the boats and the barges and the skiers and the sea-doos, there's a lot of the river that we don't always see. A lot of it that we often take for granted. I mean, there's wildlife and vegetation and history everywhere. All we have to do is slow down and take a closer look. For example, the great blue heron can be seen all along the banks and shallow water of the Cumberland. They stand quietly, keenly observing everything around them. So like this blue heron, there's another one with the same name doing the same thing. It's the Blue Heron Cruise out of Ashland City, and it's a way to get spectacular views of the river. Its captain is Jim Steele. He started it all years ago to give more people a chance to enjoy the river's many sights and to share some history. But believe me, it's not a typical tour, and it starts with the captain's briefing.
When the lightning strikes the boat, it's very important that you're not touching any metal parts. I get up at 6 o'clock in the morning, can't wait to get here. 7 days a week. I love it. I love the environment. It's we've got it worked out where it's nice and slow. It doesn't cost much to do it, and we have fun.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Blue Heron. You're riding on a 40-foot pontoon boat on the Cumberland River taking off from Ashland City, Tennessee.
There's a presentation by Jim's wife, Kay, about the history of this part of the river. But most of the cruise is about looking, listening, fellowship, and fun.
It makes you appreciate nature. It makes you appreciate, just being alive. A lot of people can't get to a boat. We have to turn away a lot of the seniors and stuff. And it's just coming out for a nice, pleasant boat ride is incredibly peaceful. People really open up. They all leave as friends.
This is a day away from home. I drove up from Florida, found the Blue Heron Cruise on the internet, and opted to try and see the fall foliage.
The river has a lot of history to me and my family. I enjoy the river. My grandfather farmed on the river, and the bluffs, the birds, the wildlife. It's just a really pretty cruise, or a nice place to come and visit when you want to get away from the city life.
So what are you shooting today?
Gotten several blue herons. Got the turtles a while ago.
Still looking for the eagle?
Yeah, I didn't see one, but I was ready.
Well, we didn't have to wait long to see an eagle perched high in a tree along the river.
Look, the eagle! Hey, the eagle!
Captain Jim says there are cruises for all ages and groups as well as for all seasons. And he says the Blue Heron Cruise is not just about learning facts and figures, it's more about getting away and allowing the natural setting of the Cumberland River to tell its own story.
We turn away a lot of people because the boat only carries 24. So we can only do maybe 100 people a day. Every holiday weekend, every weekend in the summer, we fill up, sometimes a couple of weeks in advance. I don't think they go away with too many facts, just good memories. Good fellowship. We do a lot of fellowship building on this thing, get lots of church groups. And a lot of times they're not even looking out. They're looking at each other and talking. We almost missed the eagle. sitting right there by the river, you know.
So whether you're trying out a new camera or just out to relax and enjoy the sights and sounds of the river, there's just no better way to do it than from the deck of the Blue Heron with Captain Jim at the helm.
The amazing thing is this is a frontier right here running through the middle of Nashville. And a lot of people are amazed. It's a beautiful, beautiful asset, and it's right in our own backyard.